Okay, the audio is synced, and let's get straight into the review of the Objective2 headphone amplifier. So, let's start off with the design. The whole headphone is made out of this anodized aluminum. It looks extremely simple and is very clean and industrial design. Has that beautiful industrial design to it. It's screwed together and it's just no frills. There's nothing too fancy about it. And on the front of the power of the amplifier, you get the I/O. Starting from the left, we have power in, which is DC 5 volts. Line out for you to connect your headphones. A power switch, a red LED power indicator, followed by the volume knob that's made of metal, and line in for you to connect your headphones to your audio source. Connect the amplifier to the audio source. There's also a gain switch, so they can switch between high gain and low gain depending on how much power your headphones need, so that you can sufficiently drive your headphones for the best listening experience. Moving on to sound, basically. There's nothing else. The Objective2 headphone amplifiers was designed to provide the cleanest, most balanced possible sound any amplifier could provide. It was by this guy on a forum called NwAvGuy, and basically he got fed up with the lack of such amps, and he felt that all the amps that tinkered with the audiophile, with the music, by increasing the bass or the mids or the treble, was bad, and that the only device that should tweak the sound should be the headphones with its own sound signature. So say a pair of headphones has more bass, mids or trebles, or treble, and whether the music sounds like it has more bass, mids and trebles has to be decided by the headphones and not by the source, like the sound card or the amplifier. And that's why he made this the Objective2 headphone amplifier. I have it kind of rigged up right now, so that's kind of an issue. I'm just gonna unplug everything. It's right here, the Objective2 headphone amplifier. So he designed it and it kind of made it, I think it's called an open patent. I don't know, I'm not that good with this kind of knowledge, but basically actually let me adjust the zoom a bit, but basically the design was put out there so that everyone could make it and sell it and claim it's their own product, like sell it as their own product, and finally nobody could tweak it, so that this design will remain as the forefront standard for clean, balanced audio amplifier. And after he released that to the world, he just disappeared from the face of the internet, which is kind of weird, if you may. After that, many different people started to make and assemble their own Objective2 headphone amplifiers and sell them to other people, because it was because it had started to gain popularity for being high quality, high fidelity, good sounding, very powerful, as well as value for money. The prices for the Objective2 aren't that high. They're not going to reach $200-$300. They're not going to match those tube amps. It really depends on what features you get, because some have a built-in ODEC, which is the DEC designed to go along with the Objective2 headphone amplifier, with a clean and balanced sound as well. Some of them have different materials for the case, so bamboo, I've seen titanium, carbon fiber, more fancy stuff than just plain aluminium, but I wouldn't invest in that because it's just a headphone amplifier and there's no point spending so much. So it is what it is, the headphone amplifier. Okay, and it also has 2 batteries inside, lithium-ion rechargeable, so every time you charge it, every time you plug it in, it charges up. But I won't recommend using it as a portable headphone amplifier because it's huge, heavy, and the batteries don't last that long. I don't even know why they put in batteries in the first place. Okay, moving on to the sound, which it's supposed to be clean and balanced. If you compare it with other sound sources, say a phone or a music player that is well known for being very bassy, you realize that this really actually sounds different. So if you read reviews about how a pair of headphones are a bit more bassy or a bit more stronger in the trebles, or in the treble or mids, more fluid, there you realize that you will notice these characteristics much more when you use the Objective2 headphone amplifier, because it's balanced and it doesn't tinker with the sound signature of the music files. So the headphones are the only ones that affect the way the music sounds. So you can definitely hear these characteristics of the headphones much better. Secondly, because of the amount of power it can provide, it's pretty darn good. It provides clean, simple power that will allow your headphones to run at a better volume and more clear and with more clarity, because there's sufficient power. You don't have to crank up the volume. At a lower volume, you can actually get the same level of loudness, but because of that, you can actually have clearer and nicer audio. So I've tried it with a variety of headphones. The Takstar HI2050, which is basically a open back HyperX Cloud pair of headphones, which is this, the Audio Technica ATH MSR7, as well as the ATH M70X. You can check my review of the MSR7, and the M70X was actually a loan from my friend, so I can't show it on hand, and the MSR7 was sold. But I tried them, and really, if you compare these headphones while listening to other sources, you notice that the characteristics are much more apparent up front and they stand out more, which definitely gives a unique experience to each headphone, and each pair of headphones are much more different from each other when you use an amp like this, because when each of their unique signatures and characteristics are stronger, they are more different. So when you use this, when you use the Objective2, you definitely feel that in between your headphones there's actually more difference, because they all would have like a common denominator of a maybe very bassy sound audio source affecting their sound signature, meaning that this one will allow your headphones to sound like the way they were meant to be, where they will say more bassy mids, strong in the mids or treble, etc, etc. I keep repeating the same thing. Okay, and yeah, that's it for all my opinions. In conclusion, what do I think? The Objective2 headphone amplifier, is it worth it? For the price you can get it probably for $50 off eBay, or you can get it new from places like Mayflower Electronics and other different manufacturers on Amazon, and even Alibaba. I've seen some there. For the price you can get it, it's not going to be too expensive. I don't think you'll get it. I don't think it'll cost more than $100, and it will definitely improve your music listening experience, as well as improve the quality of sound you get from your headphones. Even in game, actually, this headphone amplifier will help a lot, because the details are going to be much sharper, and so the fidelity of your sound will be definitely improved. So you can hear for footsteps better, or you can listen to gunfire better in game. So Objective2, really good, really useful, and extremely value for money. So is it a good purchase? Yes, and especially if you are just entering into the world of audiophilia and you're trying to learn about different types of headphones and trying to start experiencing different kinds of sound, and definitely gets my recommendation for being a good value for money amp that everyone can use for almost every headphone, so long as it's powerful enough, and good sound all around without any hassle. Plug and play. Okay, that's been quite a long-winded video where I've been going round and round. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you found my opinion helpful in purchasing an amplifier, improving your setup, your sound quality. If you did find it helpful, be sure to like the video. If you didn't, dislike it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. Share it with your friends, or share it with someone you know who needs to buy an amplifier or a sound card for their setup, an amplifier, or just improve their sound setup in general. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more tech videos. I'll try to constantly upgrade the quality of my content, and I hope you guys understand that I'm a one-man job. I just started. I don't have a lot of equipment and I don't have a lot of skills, so I'll do my best. But if you would subscribe or comment or share or like, it will be super helpful, and I can grow faster and I can really improve my reviews for you guys, so that you guys can have more helpful, in-depth and useful information for purchasing things like this Objective2 headphone amplifier. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching and goodbye.